I got here, but I know what's going to be before I leave. You got a legacy. Power in your name.
Woo! Good morning, dreamers. How are we feeling coming into today? Curse breakers today. Got a powerful topic. Love it, dreamers. How we feeling coming into today? Feeling blessed and abundant. Cedric in the building. Shane and Talina. It's so good to see you, fam. I hope everybody had a great start to the day already. We are vibrating high, feeling good. Already knocked out the morning rituals. We are on day 497, getting the routine down, writing the vision, making it plain. And I know all of the amazing things that were transpiring is coming into fruition. Just needs a little bit of time to go ahead and manifest. So, what's everybody grateful for coming into today as we go into breaking generational curses? 11:11, paint your vision. I'm so grateful for God. So thankful to be alive. So glad to be on here with each and every single one of you. I'm loving the energy that's in the chats. I'm seeing the ka-chings. I'm seeing the withdrawals. I'm seeing the rank ups. Just had a new Platinum 1000 pop yesterday. So it's safe to say momentum is here and upon us. Perfect timing coming into the new year. Absolutely. Grateful for the phone. Wi-Fi money. Got some trades in as we speak. We've got our Kangen. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and dive in. Breaking generational curses. This is such a great topic. Honestly, one of my favorites to really go ahead and get into, especially, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the one that I just dropped. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat after, but he talks about everybody has a last name. And if you really pay attention, some of the biggest brands were actually built off of last names, right? Rolls-Royce, Henry Ford, Wells Fargo. So everybody go ahead and drop your last name in the chat for me right now. And let me see the legacy that is meant to leave behind. Because I believe every single one of us were destined for greatness, but maybe somewhere along the line, there might have been a little bit of disbelief, a little bit of lack, and that is carried through bloodlines passed down on generation beyond generation. And here on this call, if you're listening to this, go ahead and drop down the one. Because I believe if you're listening to this, just like myself, we are the ones to go ahead and break the chains for what is to come. So this is part of a training from this morning, right? I'll go ahead and drop mine down below. Fine. Okay. This is it. We're doing this for the last name. We're doing it for the generations that are on the way. So the training that we got this morning, this was such a powerful one because it really put things into perspective for a couple of different reasons. Okay. Number one, you ready? Ask this question. I want everybody to think about this. How many of you, if you were to go ahead and put on a shirt right now, if you were to put on a shirt and it was backwards, would you be able to notice that this thing is on incorrectly? Would you know? Drop it down below. If you had your shirt on backwards and I didn't tell you, would you be able to feel it? Let me get IG tapped in here. Okay. It's an interesting question, right? Because you're like, yeah, for sure. I would definitely be able to notice. Well, here's what's funny about life. Okay. We can feel if our shirt is on backwards, but can we feel if our life is backwards? Woo! My mentor literally, it felt like a cyber slap this morning when he said that to all of us, because it's so true. We can notice something just like that, but when it goes through life, we end up getting stuck in the same similar routines that keep perpetuating the same similar results. And I know exactly what that's like. Living in lack, living in scarcity, not being able to put out any content because we're sitting inside of a box, almost like we're sitting inside of our own room that we actually locked the door. One of my favorite analogies, thinking about the elephant in the circus, right? The elephant that's younger, he gets tied to a chair, and then as he gets older, he's tied to that same chair, and in his mind, he doesn't believe that he could actually go ahead and pull that thing. But in reality, he could drag that across the whole circus. But he has limiting beliefs. He's chained inside of his mind. And this is, I believe, what happens to a lot of us throughout life, because we've been told no. We've been told that failing is not okay. We're not supposed to go out and try. We're not supposed to go out and push the envelope. But I'm here to tell you, every single one of you today, this is where I've been able to see some of the most growth in all different areas of my life. Going against the grain, doing what most people thought was crazy. Even till today, most people, they still think it's crazy. They still think it's nuts to wake up and meditate and journal and go out and ground with bare feet in the grasses. Why would you waste time doing that? Sitting out in the sun, going out and taking a walk in nature, getting some exercise. Some people, they don't understand the importance of these things yet. But throughout the years, studying the 1%, there's a lot of success clues that every single one of us can go ahead and take advantage of and take hold of and implement into our life. And this is why I'm so blessed for this community, because this is what we all have. We're all already doing so many of these things. We have the morning rituals. We have the night routine. We have systems. We have IPAs. We have leadership. We have knowledge. We have wisdom. The biggest separator with a lot of these things is the gap that comes between knowing and doing. A lot of us know if we want to get better at trading, we can go ahead and plug into the sessions. We can ask questions. But it's a big difference between knowing and actually taking the action to do it. And I've been there exactly myself. So I know it. I know what that's like. So here's the next piece of the equation. To really think about breaking generational curses, where we stand and what's to come. You ready? I used to think about this in a completely different perspective, but I want to let you guys see it like this, okay? I used to always think that I have to go do more. If you were to ask somebody right now today and they want to go make more money, you know what they're probably going to say? I got to go do more, right? I got to go get another job. But you see, Jim Rohn, he sees things completely different. He says, we don't need to go do more at all. In fact, instead of doing more, what happens if we could give more? It sounds so weird to say it because we think we have to go put in hard work. We think we have to go put in a lot of effort. When in reality, there's actually a law that's the opposite. It's called the law of least effort. How is it that some individuals can be exceeding through life, but it seems like they're just breezing through it? But then you have construction workers that are literally waking up every day, 6 o'clock in the morning, working till 6 at night, 7 days a week, and they're still barely scraping $50,000 a year. Why? The law of least effort. So here's what I'm getting at with this. Instead of thinking about having to go do more, what if we could think about giving value? This is what Jim Rohn says, right? Service to many leads to greatness. If we can help enough others get what it is that they want, we'll be able to get everything that we want. Well, this comes from giving value. So every one of us, we have access to a lot of different notes right now. Your notes are probably filled up with educators, go lives, Zooms, and all of this is teachable, right? A lot of this. There's probably people on your lives, there's people inside of your audience that are looking for these skill sets, that are looking for a way to go ahead and take advantage. Exactly, uncashed checks. So this was a big aha moment even for my mentor this morning. One of the easiest ways to go ahead and give this value is think about the person who you were before you got started. Why did you take the jump into making a change for your future? To learn digital skill sets, to get around 1%ers, to change the way it is that we're wired. Why did we make that decision? That's what people want to hear. This is how we're going ahead and influence another individual to think, wow, if they were working 2 jobs, if they were a single mom and they were sick and tired and they made a jump, they made a decision and they're able to grow, not just financially, but mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. This is what everybody's looking for at the end of the day. Everybody's looking to grow. You see, life works either 2 ways. We're either growing or we're dying. So every day that we show up, every day that we lay these bricks, I can promise you there's people that are watching that you don't even know it. When we're talking about a legacy, right? It takes one candle to go ahead and light one other candle that can impact millions of others just because we lit our flame first to go and help others do the exact same. So here's my last visual for today. You ready? How many of you went grocery shopping in the past week? Where are we at? We're at the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday. How many have you got some groceries in the past couple of days? I want you to envision this with me. Something I got this morning that I feel is needed to share. So my mentor said, okay, we all went to the grocery store, Publix, Target, whatever you have. We got all these, we spent a lot of money on groceries. We've got these fruits, vegetables, greens, a lot of healthy things to throw in the fridge and the freezer. But imagine this. Imagine if we had all of that laid out, but we went and we grabbed something from the trash. Literally opened up the trash, picked out an old leftover, some old wings from last week, and we went out and we ate that from the trash. He says, this is what a lot of us are doing with our life. We have so many great resources, but we're then giving into distractions. We're giving into the things that's not needed. When in reality, we have everything right at our fingertips. We have Wi-Fi, we have a laptop, we have mentorship, we have education, we have a community, but it's so, we have the knowledge to go ahead and get our health better, but it's so easy to go ahead and grab the things that's unnecessary. So easy to major in minor things, right? Spending a lot of time in things that aren't needed. I know exactly what that's like because I've been there. So as we go ahead and end off today, here's my last piece to go ahead and give you a bite to think about. You ready? Last piece to really go ahead and think about. And when I give it to you, what comes to mind? Okay. My mentor calls it pseudo psychogenesis. Okay. What comes to mind when you hear this? Here's what this means. Okay. Essentially, who it is that we are right now, the person that you see across the screen, the person that we see looking in the mirror, I'm going to tell you right now. You ready? In the next 90 days, in the next 6 months, if we're looking to grow, if we're looking to go out and get to new levels, drop some threes down below if that's you. If you're looking to elevate, if you're looking to learn and master these skill sets, if you're looking to go out and grow in all different areas of our life, let's drop some threes down below. Let me see who's with me. Let me see who's on this journey and running with me. You ready? Okay. So if the answer is yes, pseudo-psychogenesis, as he likes to call it, is absolutely necessary. And essentially what this is killing off the old self so the new can go ahead and step in. Letting go of limiting beliefs, letting go of what does not serve us so we can go ahead and shed skin into the real highest version of ourselves. This is where the shift is going to happen. I'm telling you right now, we're not going to be the same person getting on this call in 90 days and 6 months as we are sitting right here, November 30th, 2023. When 2024 hits, we are going to be different individuals. But it starts with doing the deep work. It starts with elevating right now. And the best visual I can give everybody is the caterpillar to the butterfly. Every one of us, we're in the caterpillar stages as I see it right now. We're getting in the cocoon, getting into December, into the last month of the year. And as we flourish into January, you'll notice that butterflies never actually go back and associate with caterpillars. Why? Because they've transformed. And this is where I see all of us. We're transforming, we're blossoming, we're elevating all different areas. And this is the time to go ahead and separate, right? The season of separation during December, this is a time where a lot just go ahead and kick back. The end of the year, let's just relax and let these 31 days float by. And then we'll start on our New Year's resolutions. Well, if I were to give you things from my perspective, I don't want to wait until life hits like a brick to go ahead and really make sense. Okay, now I need to go all in. I don't want to wait to get slapped by a left hook, a right hook, an uppercut, get knocked down 10 times and say, you know what? Now I'm ready to go ahead and go after my life. Now I'm ready to go ahead and make the decision. None of us need to wait till that time. We can go ahead and make that decision right here today. It's actually the best time. Absolutely. So if you're ready to make that decision, If you're ready to go ahead and step into these shoes and go ahead and walk the walk to our legacy, to go ahead and impact generations to come, drop some twos down below. Smash that like button if you guys got some value for today. And if nobody told you yet, let me be the first to tell you, I'm proud of you. I'm grateful for each and every single one of you. And I know that we are all taking steps every day to go ahead and lead towards this phenomenal legacy that is destined to go ahead and be left behind. So I love you, fam. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Have an amazing day. Let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. See you soon. Let's get to work.